What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing an Alpha Capital honest review. I have a nosebleed. This is why this is in my nose.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Okay, so nosebleeds dried up. We're going to be doing an honest review on Alpha Capital. If you guys did or didn't know, I'm currently on a journey to get 5 million funded in 2024. Currently, at the time of this video, I am 1.5 million funded across these firms. And Alpha Capital, I currently have 200k in live funding and 200k in phase 2. If you guys have seen the vlogs, I've also did a 6.5k payout and then a 2.2k payout. And then I also have another payout coming up in the near future. So in this honest review series, there's actually someone who's giving you a review that I've actually taken the challenge, I've actually had the payout, I spoke to the support, and I've spoken to the team. So I'm going to be making this series for you guys to learn and earn. So I'm going to be doing an honest review on every company that I am funded with at the moment, and it's going to be in sections like this. In every video, we're going to be talking about the company, which leads in the challenges that they have, a little bit about their company profile, and just a little bit of overall thoughts about it. My experience so far as a professional trader and a funded trader, the pros of the company, the cons of the company, should you potentially get funded with them, and where does it rank with you right now? So if you're a beginner, they're a company that you have to get funded with, or if you're an intermediate, you're funded with various companies, is this someone you want to allocate and add to your portfolio right now? Or the advanced people is like, this is just another funded company just to add to your portfolio. But last but not least, I'm also going to try and add some value in each video, just to kind of go through anything that I'm struggling with or anything that I'm doing well or wrong in each video, to help you learn and earn in each video in a different manner. In today's video, we're going to be talking about tilt, which I'm going to be talking about at the very end of this video. So let's start with section 1. So this company is actually based in the UK, and they have a max allocation of 400 credit across the board. They had advanced account analysis, free trials, monthly competition, leaderboards, trader mate. I mean, quite a lot of things that people have. They actually, one thing that is really cool is they've got C Trader coming soon, and I am a massive fan of C Trader. I used to trade C Trader on IC markets, and I actually trade C Trader with FTMO. So the fact that it's coming to Alpha Capital means they're the second company to have it, and I'm super excited about that. They've got 0% commissions, ACG markets, which is their own broker or their own server, which is pretty cool. So it's not part like the FPX, like all the other companies. If you realize or didn't realize, they all have very similar servers, where this company has their own server, which I'll talk about in the pros because their execution has been flawless. We've got one-on-one risk reviews, minimum slippage, competitive spreads, so a little bit of a sales pitch from there. They've got 200k accounts, 150k, 25k, and 10k. The only thing I'd say is they're probably missing a 5k from a lot of the other companies, but it's not the end of the world, and it really doesn't matter too much. By the looks of it, they only have a 2-phase challenge accounts, so meaning that on phase 1 you have 8%, phase 2 is 5%, so that's kind of the gold standard at the moment. The maximum drawdown that you can have is 10% on all the way through, which is fine, that's fair enough. And then the minimum trading days is 3 days. I mean, a lot of companies that currently have 0 trading days, so the fact that they have 3 days is, I don't really think it's that much of a big deal anyway, but it is something just to compare with. Their pricing is pretty good, though I have to say they actually had a 40% discount, which is where I first came across them. So I ended up buying an account, which I'm going to show you my billing, and I'm also showing you payouts. Alpha Capital is probably definitely one of the ones that I've had the best risk to reward on. I've only bought like 4 challenges at $600 each, so totaling around 1.8k, and then I've had nearly just under 10k of payout, so nearly a 1-to-5 risk to reward on Alpha Capital so far. They've got the MT5 platform, bi-monthly same-day performance fee payout. I don't know what that is. So every 2 weeks you can, so every 2 weeks you can withdraw. They definitely need to update that because they don't do deal anymore. But I actually did RiseWorks for the first time, and I'm finding that RiseWorks has actually been pretty good so far, because crypto, if you guys didn't know, if you have it in crypto and then you change it to fiat, you lose a lot in fees when you convert them into fiat, unless you're using those cryptos to buy more crypto or whatever it may be. Enough about the challenges, let's go on a little bit about the company profile. Now, one thing I am absolutely a fan of is this guy called Andrew Blaylock. Now, the reason I'm a fan of him is because these guys actually operate like I used to. If you guys didn't know, I was actually a senior broker back in London, in the city of London myself. So one of the biggest things I love about this is this guy here actually has a CF30 registered, which means he's FCA CF30, meaning that he can operate in an FCA regulated manner in the UK. So to take these kind of compliance levels and level 6 compliance that he has as well, and all of the certificate and his CV, just goes to show that how much he's actually spent in his self-development to learn about the right regulations in the UK financial markets. And being FCA regulated is not something that's easily done. I'm not saying that the company is FCA regulated, but the fact that he's taken these levels because he was previously a senior stockbroking manager. So this is his LinkedIn. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, but it's, you know, it's public information and you can just go and Google it. But why that is a pro for me is the way that they move is very aligned with the way I work and the way I think. Now, as you guys know, or if you don't know, the people who do watch the channel a lot, is one of the biggest sayings and our catchphrase is you versus you and me versus me. And what that ultimately means is the fact that, look, you're on your own lane, your own path and your own journey. It doesn't matter what you are doing in life. At the end of the day, as long as you are better than you are yesterday, then that means you have a self-improvement and an improvement than you did from yesterday anyway. And you can't compare to the next person because everyone has their own journey and everyone has their own trials and tribulations. And why I'm a fan of Alpha Capital on that sense is because they move very, very much the me versus me mentality. They don't get involved in any of the Twitter drama. They're focusing on themselves. They have many, many other things under the pipeline as well, like their own brokerage, then equates to their own live feed, and then obviously their funding platform. They have investment firms as well, so I've done some due diligence on them, and overall it's quite a company that I quite align with, so it's definitely a start of a good image. So before we go on to the pros and cons, I just want to quickly show you, these are the payments that I had. So we had $600, $600, $600, $600 from here. And then if we go into my achievements, we can see that I had the payout, which was 5,204, and then 1,676 from there, and then hopefully another payout coming on moving forward. So let's go on to the next section, talking about the pros of the company. Now, some of the pros I definitely want to mention is its execution has been by far flawless. FTMO, True Forex Funds, and Alpha Capital are the only 3 companies that I've traded where I've actually experienced those conditions and those executions that have been as close to the live market conditions from my own experience in my career. And the reason being is because they have their own tech, they have their own servers, and they are able to provide that LP, which is as close to the real life market conditions as possible. Now, if you haven't seen or seen me put on blast, I was slipped $1,000 and it's left still a salty taste in my mouth even to this day. I appreciate that the funded trader did resolve the issue, but they slipped me $1,000, and I'm going to be making a video about that soon. So remember to like, share and subscribe to stay up to date with more honest videos like this and to see what happened with my $1,000 slip. So getting back to the video, other than the execution has been key, the customer service has been pretty good as well, and overall, I mean, they've paid out. They've had the cheapest challenges on the server by far. They had 40% discount code. Speaking of the 40% discount code as well, if you do want to get a challenge from Alpha Capital, I do have a link below. If you do want to support me and support the channel, it's up to 10% off of your challenge. And if you want to go onto my Telegram, sometimes I find better deals and I just share them on Telegram for you guys as well. So there's giveaway updates, there's trade updates, and all those other things on Telegram. I mean, from a pro's perspective, it's a company that I can trade with. They pay out, and that's the biggest one from all. Their execution is flawless. They've got C Trader coming up. There are plenty of pros. Let's go on to the cons. There are cons of Alpha Capital. There is one specific one that is really annoying, and that is the website is shit. The website is so shit because when I come into the dashboard, it takes for even look, I just clicked on the dashboard and it takes forever to load. Now, granted, they've been attacked, granted this is a new server they're moving on to, but still for me it is long as fuck because I come onto a website, especially with now this day and age, you click on a website, it comes instantaneously. The fact that it takes years to load is actually frustrating as fuck, but I do believe they're working on that as a solution in the background. But regardless, that is definitely a con that has been ongoing and something that me, Kyle, and just a group of us have noticed as well. And the second con is the payout tab. The payout tab is shit because the reason it's shit is because when you request the payout, I don't know if you guys have seen my vlog, but go check that out. I had a 6.5k payout and you actually have to put the 80% in manually yourself. It also doesn't let you leave it at 0, and it's just a little bit more nitty and gritty. And I think in this day and age with this technology and all the other prop firms, when it comes to withdrawal, you literally click a button, you put the method, and then that is that. It shouldn't be as faffing around that you have to put exactly the same amount in, or whatever the process that they have now is just not user friendly. It's not the end of the world. I am just trying to pick on cons because these are cons. They're not something that's going to deter me, and I'll talk about in the summary at the end of this video, but still it is a major con. So summary, should you get funded with them? And the answer is yes. I actually think that Alpha Capital would definitely sit in the top 3 or even top 5, potentially even top 3 of your allocation when it comes to being funded and trying to get $1 million in your portfolio. And the reason being is FTMO is gold standard. True Forex funds and Alpha Capital have their execution is just so flawless that I am so sold on it, and the fact that they have C Trader coming on yet again gives me such confidence that this is a company I want to trade for me, and I would recommend it for you guys too, just because of these two things. Having C Trader is so much light years ahead of MT4, MT5. There's better risk calculator, better trading conditions, and better execution. It's just a better platform overall. MT4 and MT5 is very dated. Alongside with that, being execution adds up. Imagine I got slipped $1,000. Imagine over 10 trades. That is $10,000 of your hard-earned money that is gone back to the markets, which shouldn't be the case if you could actually just have the right STP, ECN, or even right LP across the board. So really and truly, I do think Alpha Capital are definitely at the top. If they can fix the website issues, if they can fix the payout issues, and another con that I realized is the max allocation is 400k, but the problem is you can only trade one strategy per 200k, so you can't use the same. Now, it's a con because I want to get more allocation with them, but it's not the end of the world, and it's not really their fault because it's from a risk management point of view, which I understand. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and this now comes to the giveaway section. Now, the giveaway is massive in this video. This video is going to be one MacBook Air that's going to be given away. The second MacBook Air is going to be coming up in a video in the near future, but not only is it a MacBook Air, I'm going to give away 5 100k challenges as well, which is actually sponsored by Alpha Capital. So that's right, you got a MacBook Air and 10 100k challenges. This is what you have to do. So for the 100k challenges, you have to like this video, subscribe, and comment. That's the first thing. So this is the YouTube. The second thing is you have to go and follow me on Instagram and Alpha Capital on Instagram as well. So that's the second one, Instagram. And the third and final thing is to comment below what you've learned in this video. Do you like Alpha Capital? What is your experience been so far? And then make sure you do use my link below if you are going to cop a challenge, because it would massively support me and support these videos coming out to you guys to help you guys learn and earn. Now, for the MacBook Air giveaway. That's right. So for the MacBook Air giveaway, this is what you have to do. You have to do all of the previous ones, which is like, share, subscribe, comment, follow on Instagram, mine and Alpha Capital, and you have to purchase an account on the link in the description below on Alpha Capital. It can be any size, it doesn't matter, any size. The more accounts you buy, that means the more amount you raffle into this to potentially win a MacBook Air. Not only will you win that MacBook Air, if you are in the UK, we're also going to bring you down to London, and I will have lunch with you myself, make a vlog out of it, and give you the MacBook Air personally if you are from the UK and you win from the UK as well. So good luck to all of you guys on the MacBook Air giveaway and also the 100k giveaway as well. Now let's go on to the final section of this video, which is what next, which is the learn and earn section about Tilt. Right, so Tilt. I recently went on Tilt, and if you guys haven't seen already, on Twitter, I've been basically doing a TradeZilla update every single day, showing my P&L on this 400k account, which I'm going to be documenting for the whole of 2024. I went on Tilt basically being stuck on an idea to short. Long behold, on the day of this video, that short went well, and I would have made a good whopping 20k, but I didn't. Instead, I lost 10k and lost another 4k, proceeding to follow that idea. And that's what Tilt was. I overtraded and I broke my rules, and I was too biased on an idea that didn't play out in the time frame that I wanted it to pan out, because the market is always right. Now, the lesson is to step back. When you can step back and come back to the markets and take it slow again, that is when you reset. Tilt is okay. Tilt happens. I'm not saying it's one thing that you should be doing all the time, but it's the most important thing that me and JCapFX, aka Kyle, always say is you have to recognize when you're going on tilt, take a step back, reset yourself, and that's when you become a better and more profitable trader. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this video with this honest review of Alpha Capital. What do you guys think? Good luck on your 100k challenges. Good luck on the MacBook Air. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The new vlog coming out soon. In that vlog, we'll be mentioning how you can win the second MacBook Air. Once we've already given this away, you have 7 days for the challenges and 7 days to enter for the MacBook Air. So good luck, everyone. Dan Chung out. Peace.